My name is Patrick Woodford. I'm in my middle to late 40s. I live in London. My home is in Chester Square, and my business, an antique shop, is in Bond Street. I was first married at 18 to Elizabeth. Now I'm married to Helen. But in between, there have been Nancy, Josephine, Laura, and Betsy. Or did Betsy come before Laura? Well, it doesn't matter. I have 9 children, 2 or 3 grandchildren, and a Rolls-Royce motor car. And that's about all I can tell you about myself. It's a full life. Harold, a straight pin, not a bent one, for this fish.
Winkle?
No, it doesn't fit. Here, darling. Hello, darling.
Hello, Daddy.
Oh.
This is...
Don't tell me. Victor. Peter. Tony. Vernon.
Charlie.
Oh, Charlie. How do you do, Charlie?
Very well, thank you, sir. Don't get up.
To what do I owe the honour of being introduced to Charlie?
We might get engaged. I wanted you to be the first to know.
Darling, congratulations. And to you too, Victor. Well, that's if it happens, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. You know how time flies, doesn't it? It seems like only yesterday that your mother and I were honeymooning at the Fox and Grapes on the Brighton Road.
You and Mummy honeymooned in Paris.
Did we? Oh, yes, of course. I must have taken her to the Fox and Grapes before the honeymoon.
After?
After. It's a lovely place, Peter. Very romantic, yes. I'm one of the last great romantics, you know.
He's been one 6 times. Is it around to Charlie rings his parents?
Yes, of course. Are they local?
Manchester.
And then I'll ring Mummy.
In Paris?
Well, this is my home while I'm staying here.
Oh, yes, of course, darling. Well, thank you for bringing me the good news. And goodbye, Tony.
Charlie?
Charlie. How could I forget? You look at Charlie.
We'll use the phone in the study. Bye, Daddy.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
Daddy's got the gossip, Harold.
Gossip, sir?
Yeah, thank you, Harold. Yeah. Now, Madeline has just announced that she's nearly engaged.
Oh, splendid, sir.
I must say, I'm nearly rather pleased about it.
Grace, do you know where it is?
Yes, why?
Well, before you get through, I've just had an idea.
Charlie!
No, not for you and me. No, for my parents. You see, it's their silver wedding anniversary next week, and they're coming down from Manchester. I've been wondering what to give them.
A romantic weekend at the Fox and Grapes.
What do you think?
Well, it seems to have kept Daddy coasting along for 25 years.
Oh, dear. You know, she's a good girl, Madeline, isn't she? I mean, how many young people these days even bother with marriage, let alone an engagement? Ah, dear, I do envy her. All those years ahead of her. Married life, I mean. Like me and Elizabeth.
And you and Mrs. Grendel, sir. And you and Mrs. Ryder, and you, Madam...
I don't wish to have a wine list.
Sorry, sir.
Actually, speaking of the first Mrs. Woodford, I've just realized she is the only one that I've never taken to the Fox and Grapes.
Fox and Grapes?
Yes, it's a little hotel just off the Brighton Road.
Ah.
I even took Helen. But never dear Elizabeth, now. Well, you see, being wartime sweethearts, not for us the delights of goose patty and fillet steak. Oh, no. They would have taken at least a month's coupons out of our ration books. No, we had to be content with Walton pie and snook.
Snook?
Elizabeth, darling.
What did you say just now?
I said Elizabeth, darling.
No. When I picked up the receiver.
Oh, snook. You know, that stuff that looked like horse meat and tasted of cod liver oil.
And that put you in mind of me?
Yes. No. Elizabeth, Madeline has just announced that she's nearly engaged.
Nearly?
I know it sounds a bit odd, doesn't it? But it's probably safer. But, you know, with that sort of whiff of romance in the air, I was thinking, would you care to spend a weekend in the country?
Which particular country did you have in mind?
I've suddenly remembered that you and I have never been to the Fox and Grapes.
Well, as you've been there with 5 other wives, I think you might get some rather funny looks. Not mention a discount.
Listen, darling, it's Saturday, so why don't we drive down there this afternoon and spend the night?
Now, Patrick.
Separate rooms. Unless, of course, you fancy a double room, darling. They're all single bed.
No, thank you, Patrick.
Darling, these are the permissive 70s.
Yes, but I happen to be in my fastidious 40s.
Well, even the 70s haven't produced anything new. People have always carried on like this. Just that in our time, you couldn't see them because of the blackout.
All right.
You'll come? Oh, lovely, darling. Well, I tell you what, I'll phone up straight away and book our rooms.
Well, it's probably unnecessary. I should think they keep you a permanent suite.
How dare you? I'll call for you around 2:30, darling. Bye-bye.
Yes, of course, madam. Thank you. Sir?
You have a reservation for us, Woodford.
Oh, yes, sir. Mr. and Mrs. Woodford.
No, not exactly.
No.
Mr. Woodford and Mrs. Woodford.
That's what I said, sir. Mr. and Mrs. Woodford.
Yes, but there's a difference.
Really, sir?
I'm Mr. Woodford and this is Mrs. Woodford.
It's a little too subtle for me, sir, so I hope you'll forgive me if I make the error of calling you Mr. and Mrs. Woodford.
It's entirely up to you.
Thank you, sir.
It's just that we're not married. Separate rooms, see?
Rooms 15 and 17.
Shall we have a quickie? A drink.
The porter will seat you, sir.
2 pink gins, please.
Very good, sir.
Oh, what more could a man ask for in one day? His daughter nearly gets engaged, and he's got the room next door to his favorite ex-wife. Oh, darling, when I think of all the time I've wasted since our divorce.
Oh, hardly wasted, Patrick. You have been busier than most.
Marrying again and again and again. All the time I realized that what I was really looking for was another you. Oh, I could kick myself.
Oh, well, when you were younger, perhaps, but I wouldn't advise it now.
You see, it's so painful to realize that I could have won the race by staying in the saddle instead of constantly changing horses. If only I'd taken the trouble to really get to know my mount.
Patrick, if you'll excuse me, your analogy does tend to make my withers tingle. Patrick, you said there'd be no nonsense. Madeline?
Charlie.
The one she's nearly engaged.
Shh.
And the name is, Anderson.
Mr. and Mrs. Anderson.
Anderson. It makes a change from Smith, doesn't it?
Now, Patrick, don't be hasty. It may not be what you think it is.
Right you are, sir. That's a double room in the name of Anderson for next weekend. Thank you. Who do I make the check out to?
Not what I might think it is. Why, he's even paying in advance. There's a man who doesn't hedge his bets.
Patrick, Marion just isn't that sort of girl.
Well, she's just arranged to become that sort of girl this time next weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Well, all right, then why don't you confront them?
Well, they've got me in a rather awkward position.
So I see.
Now, prevention is better than cure. I am going to get onto her mother, and I'm going to blame her stepfather. And what is more, I'm going to book myself a single room for this time next weekend. A single room for next Saturday, please.
Yes, Mr. Woodford.
No, not Woodford. In the name of Smith.
Good morning, sir. I hope you had a splendid weekend.
Splendid? Elizabeth and I had just ordered our first pink gin when who should walk into the hotel but Madeline.
Good heavens, what a coincidence. I expect she was pleased to see you, sir.
She didn't see me.
Why not?
I was behind a rubber plant. What is more, she was with that young man that she brought here on Saturday.
Well, her fiancé.
Well, they're not engaged yet. I'm not surprised. The little rotter is saving his money on the ring and spending it on a dirty weekend. Of course, I blame her mother. I mean, a husband in Paris and a lover in London.
Excuse me, sir.
Harold, what's the code for Paris?
Oh, the book's in the sitting room, sir. Your wife, sir.
Yes, I recognize the face from the registry office.
And you will shortly see it again in the divorce court.
Helen, I'm very sorry, but I'm a little strung up.
You fully deserve to be strung up. And I, for one, would be happy to pull the trap. Have you or have you not just spent the weekend with another woman?
That was no other woman. That was my first ex-wife.
A title that I shall be happy to acquire in the very near future. I've been having you followed, Patrick,
What?
a private detective, and you've at last fallen into my hands.
What? Good gracious me, an ex-wife and separate rooms?
Keep the technicalities for your divorce counsel.
What?
And I suggest you keep your brandy for the divorce day, too. You won't be able to afford it after the alimony that I'll be awarded.
Helen!
Adultery is bad enough, but what makes it worse is that you committed it under the roof of our Fox and Grapes.
Oh, my God.
Oui, non, je comprends. Merci. Merci bien. Au revoir. Honestly, a call to Paris is expensive enough without getting some idiot at the other end with verbal diarrhea and you can't understand a word.
I gather that Madeline's mother was not at home, sir.
No, she was not, Harold. Absolutely typical, of course. Out dining, whining, gallivanting, shopping, making love. Never a thought for our daughter, who is just about to become a name in Charlie's diary with a big tick beside it.
No, perhaps you're wrong about the young gentleman, sir.
Harold, I told you I was there when the seedy little lecher made the down payment for his weekend of sin. Elizabeth, darling, look, it seems that neither Josephine nor Madeline's stepfather were at home, so as usual, Muggins is going to have to do the dirty work.
Dirty work?
Preventing the compromise of my daughter. Look, darling, do you think you could pop round and discuss it with me?
Discuss what?
Well, I would rather like you to be with me next weekend at the Fox and Grapes. You see, I want you to stand in for Josephine.
Patrick, I'm not sure that I fancy standing in for one of your ex-wives.
Good heavens, Elizabeth, you are my senior ex-wife. No, darling, I phrased that rather badly.
Yes, you did rather.
What I mean is that I do think that on occasions like this, it is absolutely essential to have the presence of an older woman.
Thank you, darling. Would it be in order for an older woman to have a drink? Or would that look as if she were desperate?
Darling, I have already apologized.
You ask me, it's you whose age is showing.
What?
After all, those two young things are about 18, aren't they? I mean, they're old enough to vote. And if his country needs him, that boy's old enough to fight.
Darling, I may be wrong, but I wasn't aware of the fact that we were in the middle of either a general election or the Third World War. Madeline is a very young 18. But if ghastly Charlie gets her into that room at the Fox and Grapes on Saturday, well, you know what's going to happen. Well, do you know?
Yes, of course I do. Why, have you forgotten?
No, I have not. The whole picture is too horrifically vivid.
Horrific. I don't remember your eyes standing out on stalks when we did it. Correction.
What?
Your eyes stood out on stalks afterwards.
We are discussing Madeline. Loving and trusting her as I do, it is quite obvious that I should like to give her the benefit of the doubt.
And you call spying on them at the Fox and Grapes next Saturday, giving them the benefit of the doubt.
I just wish to be proved wrong. If I'm not, well, then our presence, sir, will avert that young man's evil plan. Look, darling, it won't be for the whole weekend. One night should be sufficient.
That's not what you used to say.
Elizabeth, stop that.
Neither is that.
You sit here. We'll go upstairs and let us know the moment they arrive.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget, the name is Anna.
Mr. Woodford.
No, Smith.
Oh, sorry. May I inquire, sir, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, or Mr. Smith and Mrs. Smith?
I'm Mr. Smith, and this is Mrs. Woodford.
No, Patrick. Don't let's go through all that again.
Yes, room 24 for Mr. Smith.
Room 24.
And for Mrs. Woodford?
Oh, I'm with Mr. Smith.
Room 24.
It's full.
The extension number.
24?
There.
Hello. I booked a double room in the name of Anderson. Anderson, yes, sir.
It looks a nice place, son.
Oh, it was kind of you, Charlie.
Such a surprise.
You shouldn't have.
Hello?
They're here, sir.
Here.
Have they gone up yet?
Have they gone up yet?
No, they're still at the desk.
No, they're still at the desk.
What room are they in?
What room are they in?
Just a moment, sir.
Just a moment, sir.
Yeah, sir, room 23.
What was that number again?
23.
Hello, Harold.
Mr. Woodford?
Yeah?
My cover's been blown.
His cover's been blown.
What does he mean?
What do you mean?
Miss Madeline recognized me.
You damn fool.
She didn't seem at all embarrassed, sir.
Oh, didn't she? Huh. Brazen hussy. Well, you'll just have to wriggle out of it as best you can. Yeah. Oh, what room are they in?
23.
23, right. Well, make yourself scarce. Go and sit in the car.
Harold, what are you doing here?
Pub crawling, miss.
Well, now you're here, we're going to leave you to hold hands and remind each other that the first 25 years are the worst.
Nonsense. You'll stay and have dinner with us.
Oh, no, we
We
couldn't.
insist, don't we, dear?
It would make our day.
Well,
Now, come along. Just give us a hand up with the luggage and no more chat.
Give them a few more moments and then I shall burst in on them.
Patrick, are you sure we're doing the right thing?
Can you think of anything better?
Well, I mean, couldn't you just knock politely on the door and ask them what they're doing here?
I know what he's doing.
Well, if she's not doing it too, then there's nothing to worry about.
I just want to express to my daughter my shock and disappointment that she should be party to such a seedy venture.
Well, it wasn't seedy when we did it.
I think we should stop whizzing back 30-odd years. No, I just want to give them pause. I don't like that young man. He's got shifty eyes. You don't want my daughter to make a terrible mistake and be thoroughly miserable.
Well, we made a mistake and we quite enjoyed it.
There you go again, back to 1947. You're worse than a time machine.
I won't carry you across the threshold again, dear.
No, it didn't help the honeymoon, did it?
The lamb has just been led to the slaughter.
Patrick, she can't be slaughtered yet.
your parents will want to tidy up.
We'll meet in the bar. Give us time for a little walk, eh, darling?
Thank you, son.
And we'll say there's another 2 for dinner.
Right, dear.
Here we are, my little one. Room 22.
I don't care. Look, my daughter is behind that door.
Nevertheless, one false move and you'll lose Madeline's trust forever. Now come back in.
How could it have been Patrick's voice?
I could have sworn.
Forget Patrick, my
I'm
sorry.
sorry. How could it have been Helen's voice?
I could have sworn.
come in before Madeline hears you.
Yes, if she's got ears for anyone but Charlie.
Don't tell me I don't know my own husband's voice.
Please.
Patrick, there can only be one other member of your family here. I mean, this hotel isn't big enough to contain them all.
I cannot wait another moment, and I'm damn sure that Charlie can't either.
Yes? You mind? My wife's changing.
Who was that?
Just some elderly peeping Tom Johnston.
There you are, you see. Now, come on back here.
Harold must have got the room numbers wrong.
But you saw them go in.
Yes, I thought I did, yes. Now, wait a minute, we're in 24. That old fool's in 23. They must be in 22. My daughter's virtue is at stake in room 22.
Patrick!
Aha!
No, Patrick, don't be too harsh.
Harsh, I wish I brought a horsewhip. Andre!
Mr. Woodford!
Helen!
Patrick!
Elizabeth!
It's that damn man again.
Elizabeth!
Elizabeth is here with me to...
I know what she's here for, the same as last weekend.
How dare you?
Never mind about Helen. Where's Madeline?
Madeline, will you be quiet, sir? And you accuse me of infidelity?
Oh, we are just good friends.
Madeline Woodford, will you be quiet, sir?
But Woodford, yes.
Just good friends. What?
This is Madeline's father, and I'm Mrs. Woodford.
Her mother?
No, but don't let's complicate things.
I am Charlie's father, and this is his mother.
Yes. He gave us a weekend here to celebrate our silver wedding.
Did he? I always said he was a nice boy. My first wife?
Elizabeth.
George Anderson.
I'm Patrick Woodford.
My wife, Tilly.
My sixth wife, Helen.
And I am Andre.
So you are Madeline's mother?
No. Madeline's mother was number 3.
Josephine.
And I am Andre.
And I'm... We don't want the manager, do we, Mr. Anderson?
No, we don't want the manager. Mr. Smith.
You Jones? Smith. What a strange thing, calling me Smith.
They didn't want the manager. I tell you, that man Woodford's turned this place into a madhouse. Just once more, that's all.
Helen!
How can we stay here now? How?
Please, have I made the whole thing beautiful?
Beautiful. I never want to see this place again. And you're fired.
I shall hear from Hurricane Helen on Monday. Until then, how about a drink, eh?
I can't think what all the fuss is about.
I don't believe it.
How dare you say that about my father?
I said grey-haired, not blue beard.
If he was there, he was you. Daddy!
Daddy? Right, that's it. Come on, all you Woodfords, out!
And Patrick lives to see another day and another wife tomorrow at the same time here on Plus. After the break, the soap hour kicks off with Coronation Street.